What's going on, Moon Gang? I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Now, if you happen to be a member of the Doge army, let me be the first to congratulate you. Dogecoin has been on an absolute tear lately. In this video, I'll be explaining what's going on with Dogecoin, and then I'll be explaining, potentially more importantly, why I'm excited for the entire crypto sector this upcoming week. Make sure you stick around until the end because I'll also be doing a very quick technical breakdown of all the major cryptocurrencies so we know what price levels to watch in the short term. Now, for the sake of transparency, before we get into the meat of this video, I want you to know that I am invested in crypto. I have a considerable position in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I'm currently swinging Dogecoin. Now, with that being said, let's kind of hop right into it. As I'm filming this, Dogecoin is up 17% and it's currently trading just below 7.5 cents. So out of nowhere, why did it start running so much? Well, as you can see, this is the daily chart for Dogecoin, but the real reason it's kind of going is because of our space cowboy leader, Elon Musk, right here. He tweeted, "Going to the moon very soon." This was in reference to Dogecoin, and with that, Elon Musk, many other celebrities always tweeting out and showing their support for this meme coin. And thus far, honestly, it's been a pretty crazy investment. So before it was picking up quite a bit, and that was more of the joke. That was like the troll nature of it. We knew it was the meme coin. And that's when we saw this spike previously into all-time highs just below 9 cents a coin. And that happened on February 7th. Since then, it went up, kind of came back down, made a really nice base, and once again it's peaking right about now. But there are some technical things I want to point out to this situation. But before we get into that technical breakdown and also Bitcoin and Ethereum, I think it's also worthwhile to explain why I think crypto, specifically this upcoming week, will be very bullish. And honestly, I just think in the long term, for reasons I've explained in previous videos, that crypto sector as a whole is very bullish in the long term. So specific to this upcoming week, why I think crypto is going to have a very green and bullish week is because of the Coinbase IPO. So Coinbase, for those of you who are new to it, it's actually the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the US. According to this article, which I will post in the description of the video below just in case you want to read it, it has 43 million users in over 100 countries. When I was fact checking myself for this video, I actually found some sources saying it has up to 56 million users. But the overall point is this is a very large cryptocurrency exchange and has many users. And this Wednesday, April 14th, it will be making its public debut on the NASDAQ, as in you and I will be able to invest in the company, day trade the company, swing trade the company. It's going to be trading under the ticker COIN, coin. So if you're on Robinhood, Webull, E-Trade, eToro, any of those, as long as it has a connection to the NASDAQ, which most of these brokerages do, you will be able to get a piece of the Coinbase debut. For more of a semantic things, it's actually not an IPO, initial public offering. It's actually hitting the market through a direct listing. And I discussed it more in my previous video, but basically there's no underwriter, there's no dilution. They're taking 115 million shares and that will go on the market. They're not creating new shares or anything like that. If you want to know some of those semantics, check out my previous video related to the Coinbase direct listing. But the main thing is it's trading under coin, COIN, this Wednesday, April 14th. And I usually have a rule to avoid new public debuts just because I'm more of a technical trader. I like the chart to be kind of fleshed out. I like to have more information. And because it's like a public debut, like just inherently there's nothing going on with the chart. But Coinbase is one of the few times I will break my own rule, and I am planning to invest in it on day one right away. The big question for me is just how much. So make sure you're tuning into Wednesday's live stream just if you want to check out and see my thoughts to what's going on. But anyway, so there's a lot of questions of like, why would what's going on with Coinbase, of why I would break my own rule, and why does it make me bullish on the crypto sector as a whole? Well, Coinbase itself, like I said, is the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the US. And beyond that, its numbers are very impressive. So most recently, it reported a whopping $1.8 billion in revenue in the first quarter of the year compared to the $1.3 billion for all of 2020. So in Q1 of 2021, that just shows you how much excitement there is in the crypto space. The fact that their revenue already completely overshadowed all the revenue from 2020. And in fact, if you were to compare the revenue from the Q1 of 2021 to the revenue of Q1 of 2020, as in just the quarter compared to the quarter of a year ago, it's almost a 950% increase. This thing is growing at an incredible rate. And to me, that's really just showing how much interest and enthusiasm there is in the crypto sector as a whole, which makes me very, very excited. Beyond that, I'm also just excited because as I was researching this, it looks like Walmart's going to start paying potentially some of their employees with crypto, taking crypto as payments. We've heard the same from Apple, MasterCard, Visa. We all know Tesla put 1.5 billion crypto on its books. Microvision's been talking about it. More and more established companies are really supportive of this crypto movement. And to me, that's just, I'm reading the writing on the wall. I just don't see how it doesn't go higher. The adoption rate, it's already through the roof, and it's honestly just accelerating. And we're almost seeing that in the price of these crypto coins. And I know there's a lot of altcoins and things to dive into. Personally, I've been sticking with the ones that have the most name recognition, and maybe that's a fault of my own. I do need to be, I guess, more educated within this industry. Like I said, I've mainly been sticking to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin, and I know there's many others. I know there's many other ways to make money, but for me, I think it's a very easy way to make money of investing in the exchange. And then in a certain way, I feel like I'm getting exposure to all the coins that this exchange is offering. So for me, I think it's a big brain play. I would love to get your thoughts on Coinbase in the description below, or leave a comment below. So Coinbase, a lot of people have been asking me also about the price. So right here, an analyst from D.A. Davidson, they are looking at a price target of $440. I'm seeing a lot of estimations that it's going to hit the stock market, the exchange, and we'll be able to pick it up maybe right away around 350, 375. That's a lot of the expectations. I have a feeling this is drumming up so much excitement that I have a feeling it actually might be a bit higher, maybe closer to 400 right off the bat. But I'm excited to see. I think it's going to be very volatile. I think it's going to have a lot of volume. I think a lot of people are going to be interested in it. And with that, this is that first one that's going to have that make that public debut. I think after this, if I had to guess, and I really have no insider information on this at all, but if I had to guess, I think Kraken, another exchange, will be coming next. And after that, I think BlockFi will be the second one. So after this one, so I'm thinking Coinbase is going to hit this Wednesday. I think in a couple months, we're going to see Kraken. There's already a little bit murmurs of that, of like, how could they hit the public market? And then maybe more months, and maybe even a year or two out, I think we're going to hear something about BlockFi. But I think it's going to be the same thing, wash, rinse, repeat. As the excitement goes up, more and more of these private companies are going to hit the public market, which will then drum up more excitement. And we're going to see that being reflected not only in these really crypto-based stocks such as Mara, M-A-R-A, Riot, R-I-O-T, but then also just the coins themselves, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of them. I think they're just going to go higher and higher because it's just so much excitement. So that's what's going on with Coinbase. Overall, with that, it's going to be trading under the ticker COIN. That'll start this Wednesday, April 14th. And Dogecoin specifically, why it's running, why it's up so much is basically because Elon, we've seen this before. It's like not really new news. It's just like an additional, I guess, sign of support. And we see this really in a lot of these powerful celebrity-esque communities, very, very supportive of Dogecoin. And to me, it's whether you believe in the inherent value of it or not, why not make some money on it? Like, the chart itself is showing a considerable amount of strength. I've been swinging 15,000 coins ever since below 4 cents. So for me, every portion of a cent I see higher and higher, it puts a bigger and bigger smile on my face. So talking about Dogecoin, this is the daily chart. Let's get into some technicals just for people who are kind of interested in the specific price levels we should be checking out. So like I said, this is the daily chart. A couple of things going on here. So these yellow lines are technical lines of support and resistance. When I say support, just a price level it's bounced off of in the past. Resistance, a price level it's been rejected by. These are very, very important whether you're trading stocks, options, futures, or cryptocurrencies, because usually technical support and resistance remain technical support and resistance in the future. And in fact, support can become resistance, resistance can become support. This is just really a long-winded way of saying once an important price level, typically it remains an important price level. This white line is just a trend line I've been tracking on Dogecoin. So if you connect February 23rd to February 28th, you could see it was following it for a bit. Then there was an official breakdown, finally caught some momentum. And actually, as I'm filming this, that's where it's sitting right now, the intersection of a previous resistance and this trend line. A lot of people are watching this, and I see it as a pretty important inflection point. And why I'm saying that is because overall, what we have going on, if you crack open a technical analysis book, you're going to be seeing a cup and handle. A cup and handle is literally just descriptive of the shape. Here would be the cup. A handle would just be another smaller U. So basically a big U followed by a smaller U, where the base of that second U would have a higher low compared to, let's just say, this low at 5 cents. This is a very, very bullish pattern. So basically, if we see a third test of this 8 to 9 cents area, basically if it shoots up here, takes a breather just so the relative strength index, an indicator that just maps out momentum, just to give it a chance to breathe and cool off. It's very, very common. If we see that nice third test of 8, 9 cents, honestly, I'll probably be buying even more, just because I know historically this pattern is a very, very bullish one, and I would be comfortable enough putting more of my own money into it just for that kind of explosive blow off top, just to see how high Dogecoin can go. Obviously, as you can tell, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm a member of the Doge army. I would love it, absolutely love it, if Dogecoin gets up to $1. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't guarantee if it will or won't. But right now, what I'm seeing on the chart, what I'm seeing more of like just its social support from people like Elon. I think there's a lot of reason to be bullish on the short to medium term. And now this was the daily chart, and here's a look at the 30-minute chart. In a certain way, we almost have a cup and handle potentially forming just on a smaller time frame, but I really just wanted to show you the intersection of this important price level at 7.4 cents, which is also now aligning with that trend line I showed you before. So I'm looking for this. Previously, it was resistance. It broke above it. It was a fake out breakout, came back down, and now it's fighting at it once again. So in the short term, if Dogecoin can really hold this 7.5 cent level, I think there's a lot of reasons to be excited about it. I will be looking for it to transform from resistance to support, create a nice new base here, and then just kind of explode higher. So that's my personal plan with Dogecoin over the next week or two. Now let's switch it up to Bitcoin and Ethereum, which I think will really benefit from what's going on with this Coinbase IPO mid this week. So currently the all-time high for Bitcoin is just below 62,000. After hitting that, it came down to just above 50,000, and then it's been continually knocking on the door of 60K. We finally broke out just yesterday. It hit a high of 61,200. I've been calling on my live streams when we're talking about really crypto and all the other stocks, whatever's going on in the markets. I've been talking about like sooner rather than later. I think it's going to go above 60K. And now what I'm calling for is very soon, most likely this week. I hate to time box it like that, but I do think it will happen in the next week or two, of Bitcoin testing the current all-time high. If we win that test, then I'll be looking for 65K. And past that, I think the most important resistance I'm currently watching is more of a key psychological level, but I'm very much looking for Bitcoin to hit $75,000 per coin sooner rather than later. Of course, if it is rejected at any of these levels, it could come back down to a resistance, which will become support. I would then be watching 60K, below that 55K, and very earnestly, if Bitcoin were to ever return to 52 to /50,000 in this region, I would be buying pretty much as I could, because I think that would be an amazing risk to reward opportunity. Another one that has a pretty interesting setup right now is Ethereum. Ethereum just hit a new all-time high just below 2,200 per coin, and in a certain way, before with Dogecoin, when I was talking to you about a cup and handle, you could actually say that on the daily chart, Ethereum had that. Here would be the cup. Here's the smaller handle, basically cup. And then we saw a new higher low, which formed this trend. And from there, on this third test at 2,000, it broke out. Like I said, cup and handles are bullish patterns. And from there, it broke out, consolidated, and once again, we're seeing more strength. Honestly, from what I'm seeing right now, where the momentum is at and everything, I wouldn't be surprised if this upcoming week we're making a new video talking about Ethereum at a brand new all-time high. Just overall, to once again reiterate, I am invested in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin, so there's really not much of a sense in like accusing me of being biased because I fully admit I am. I have my money in it. But I also think I can be kind of unbiased in the sense of there's so many things going in the favor of the crypto world right now. So many established companies, Tesla, Apple, Microvision, MasterCard, Visa, the adoption rates of this crypto world right now is sky high. And I want to discuss this in more detail in a future video, but I think way down the line, I think it'll be a very, very good hedge against inflation with right now, which that's why the stock market's at a new all-time high. The Federal Reserve is continually putting so much new money into the system that it's in a sense devaluing the US dollar. And right now it does seem as if Bitcoin and Ethereum are kind of pegged to the S&P 500. But I wouldn't be surprised if in the future, whether it takes months or years, that people really start to see these major, more well-established crypto coins as a store of value. And that's kind of what I'm banking on. That's why I feel comfortable with my investment. But with that being said, I would love to get your thoughts on these 3 coins in a comment below. And on top of that, I want to know specifically if you plan on hopping in on the Coinbase IPO. It's public debut. Let me know in a comment. I'm personally gonna put my money into it, but who knows, maybe I'm missing something. I would love to get your thoughts. And with all that being said, a few people reach out to me and want to know specifically where I'm picking up my own crypto. Recently, I've been using BlockFi. As you can see here, you can buy Bitcoin and trade many other cryptocurrencies. This is where I buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. I wouldn't say I trade it. I've been buying it. I actually haven't sold any of it. I am just, I'm in it for the long haul. I don't plan on getting rid of any of my coins really in the next couple months or the next couple years. I look at it as a long-term investment. And for me, not only am I riding the percentage gains of this investment, but on top of that, through BlockFi, you do get an extra 8.6% interest per year. So for me, it's a no-brainer. BlockFi is essentially just a big crypto bank, the way we think of our normal banks. That's what BlockFi is for a normal, just for crypto instead of your normal currency. They do also have options for loans. I haven't personally participated in that, and they're about to roll out their first Bitcoin rewards credit card. Pretty cool, on the cutting edge of really what's going on in some of the crypto space. There is a link in the description of the video if you want to sign up. Depending on how much you deposit, you can get up to $250 free of Bitcoin. That's how I kind of got started with BlockFi. I figured, hey, you're giving me free Bitcoin, why not? So anyway, let me know your thoughts on the Coinbase IPO and crypto sector as a whole. To me, everything is screaming bullish right now, but who knows, maybe I'm missing something. I'll catch you in the next video, and until next time, best of luck in the markets.